Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what we're doing today?
I do.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
We are doing a Christmas Eve special live episode on Discord.
On Christmas Eve.
No, this is releasing on Christmas Eve.
I know, but we're recording
We're recording it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
sure.
Our live is happening on Eve.
We had one of our fans on Discord recommend a title, and it was Xmas Eve, not Xmas Steve. So we're going with that.
Well, it wasn't that they recommended this as a title. They just said it's Christmas Eve, not Christmas Eve.
Right. But
we thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's the title.
Right.
And so toward that end, what's it about? That's the title,
Sure.
But what's it about?
Tell us what's it about.
So Uncle Dude Bro will be at the Christmas table.
He probably will.
And he might say some shit.
He will say some shit.
Yeah. And if he doesn't, Aunt Karen will.
Some might even call him Steve.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
In your examples.
In my examples.
They were all Steve.
They're Steve.
But I changed it to Uncle Dude Bro.
Uncle Dude Bro. Yeah. Okay. All right.
And again, if he doesn't say something, his wife, Aunt Karen, will. Because boomer's gonna boom, you know?
They will. They do that.
Such fuckers. So we thought we would come up with some nice comebacks or some one-liners or some
possible ways to handle the situations when it comes up. Inevitably.
Yeah. Sometimes it might be just nice. Sometimes it might be a redirect. Sometimes it might be using the Bible back against them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Right.
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, are you ready to do this?
Yeah, I am.
I think I'm going to be the bad guy, right?
You are going to be Uncle Dude Bro.
I'm not a bad guy, but I'm going to be the bad guy.
You're pretending to be Uncle Dude Bro.
I'm Steve.
Say it.
I am Steve.
Yep.
All right. Let's do it.
Okie dokie. All right. Are you ready, Uncle Steve, Uncle Dude Bro, to play this game?
Let's do it.
It's the Christmas table game. It's the dinner table game.
Sure.
It's the one where somebody's an asshole.
Me. In this example.
You're pretending.
Right.
Somebody's an asshole.
Yeah.
And, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no, fuck that. No.
Right. Yeah.
But before I get into that, I do want to say that I spoke to Kid, and as a member of the queer community, I thought they might have something to contribute to the conversation. So I asked them, if Uncle Dude Bro or Aunt Karen or a fucking Steve son of a bitch says something, how would you respond, or how would you want anybody else to respond on your behalf?
Yeah.
And they instantly said, I would just point at them and laugh really, really loud. and then I would do that thing where, you know, you wave your hand in front of your nose like a stinky going, ah, ah, and then I would point at them and go, ah. And I was like, I absolutely fucking love that.
Yeah.
And that is true. They would do that.
That's how they road rage.
Yes.
They road rage by going and waving their hand in front of their nose.
They thumbs down people.
Yeah.
They don't give them the middle finger. They don't cuss. They don't have angry face. They just like, ooh, stinky, you're stinky. And then they do thumbs down.
Yeah.
And they go, ah.
Right.
And it's the funniest.
It's great.
And it really is, if you go that route, let us know, because it is very effective as far as making you feel better.
Right.
Like, I know because I've witnessed it, and I'm just like, wow, that is so fantastic. And it's like, it's not even being mean to anybody, really.
Not really. Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not cussing. It's not causing a fight.
Yeah.
You know, like, how would you respond if Uncle Steve is saying something shitty, and then the queer Gen Z at the table points and laughs, or, you know, makes that sound? Like, what would you do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Right.
You can't even get mad.
Yeah.
You could, but then you'd be a real douche. Okay. So there's that. That's kids' contribution.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So some of these are just like one-liners, and some of them are polite, like not tonight, pass the rolls kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't doing this.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
The goal there is just to like cut it off.
Right.
Like, no. Anyways. Okay. Some of the responses are going to be biblical.
Okay.
So, like, you know, quoting their own favorite source material.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, you're kind of doing that wrong, my guy.
Right.
You're doing your religion wrong. Here, let me help you. And then some of them are actively being an ally, like practicing allyship and, you know,
Empathy.
Right. Yeah. Kindness, like being like, actually,
Sure.
there are people here you might be fucking hurting, you goddamn asshole.
Right.
Yeah. Just some things to keep in mind as we go through these examples is if they keep going after you've already tried to like cut it down or cut it off.
You're allowed to leave.
You're allowed to leave. You're allowed to say like, not tonight, Satan.
Right.
You know,
right.
Or, you know, get your serious face on and say, I'm for real, drop it.
Right.
Or stop.
Sure.
Or I'm ending this conversation. This is done now. Or if you continue, I'm leaving the table.
Right.
Like, these are very firm things you're allowed to say. I don't know if you needed to hear that from me, but you are allowed.
We give you permission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to hear all about it.
Right. Share your stories with us after.
And honestly, I've done this before. We have an Uncle Steve. Who,
Sure.
Well, he's not really Steve, but
no,
he's Uncle Steve like. And he started talking about the price of gas. This was a few Christmases ago.
Right.
And I knew that it was heading into it's all Obama's fault, or it's all Biden's fault, or it's all
Democrats.
Fill in the Democrat, you know, because he's a Republican. So I said, we're not doing politics at the table.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of looked at me, and he was like, oh, it's not politics. I'm just talking about gas. And I said, no, but you are, though.
Yeah.
And then everybody really like took in a deep breath, like, oh shit. He was like, no, it's just gas. And I said, no, you did, though. And I just kept repeating myself.
Right.
And I was like, we're not doing that tonight. Nope, we're not doing that tonight. Like, I just kept being repetitive, and I just didn't let it go anywhere. And finally, worked. It worked. And I think I'm the only person that's ever shut him down before, just by being firm and calm.
Right.
And not letting it go any further.
Yeah.
So
you also had some weed that night, I think.
Oh, was that the same weekend?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, that could be.
Which would have kept you like, you know,
mellow. And even.
Yeah, even.
Yeah.
Yep.
That could have been.
I'm pretty sure it was.
That would track.
Yeah.
But it did work at any rate, because if he continues to argue after that, then he's the asshole in front of everybody. Like, it starts out with, I'm the asshole for how dare you, cause problems by not just letting him be the way he is, the asshole in the room.
Right.
You're the asshole for not letting an asshole be an asshole.
Yeah.
Is how it started. But then once I cut it down, if he continued, then he would be in trouble, not me.
Right.
So, and I don't give a fuck. I'll be in trouble.
Yeah.
And I don't truck with, that's just the way he is. My response is, this is always just the way I am. Like, why does he get to be the way he is, but I don't get to be the way I am?
Right.
He gets to be an asshole and I don't? That's not, no. If he gets to be an asshole, so do I. We're all assholes here.
Right.
So, anyway, if you're outspoken, that's a way to go.
Yes.
Okay. So, having said that, let's start with example number 1. Your Uncle Steve. Go.
Okay. It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Ugh. Yup. Heard that one. Let's not do bumper sticker theology over dinner, Uncle Steve.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You could also say, dude, I'm here for food and family, not fucking slogans. Okay. You could also say, that's not a conversation I'm willing to have at dinner. And if that's where we're headed, I'm going to tap out right now.
Right.
Like, you can also be like, redirect, like change the topic. Like, yeah, anyway, speaking of couples, how are you doing? Work going okay? What's up with you and wifey poo? Tell me what you guys have been up to.
Right. Changing the subject sometimes works. Especially if everybody else is on board.
Yeah. Like, nobody but you will be the one to dare, right? To try to put a stop to it, so they'll be grateful to you.
Yeah.
Because somehow...
But numbers do matter sometimes, too. If you're well outnumbered, it might be a little tougher to pull some of these things off.
Yeah, I mean, I've also done I just get up and leave.
Sure. Yeah.
Which says a lot, too.
And I think that in some situations, that might be the only recourse,
Not only might it be the only recourse, but sometimes that says more than anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, okay.
Right.
I guess we're not talking about that. And then they're all like...
But then they have to deal with the fact that they were the ones that were the asshole.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Other redirects that don't even mention, like, don't even acknowledge what was said, like, not even speaking of couples. Just like, cool. Anyways, who made this pie? It is criminally delish.
Right.
Like, just being ridiculous.
Just move along like you didn't even hardly hear it.
Yep. And then I also like the... Right. Anyway, who's got the best gift so far? Or like, I like also, if you're looking for examples, like, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Right,
just like completely, just pretend it was never said and shut it down by, everybody wants to tell you their favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Elf, or like your mom's favorite.
Die Hard.
That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. And, you could even start an argument over if Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not.
That's a perfect change.
And that's a fun argument to have.
Yeah.
I will passionately die on the hill that it is.
You'll die hard on that hill.
I will die fucking hard. Yes. It is absolutely a Christmas movie. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
So that is a fun argument to have. And it changes the subject and it allows people to be, like, emotional without, like, being hurtful.
Yes.
You can also say, like, I'm so glad that you didn't burn the rolls this year, Grandma.
I'm not sure that's not a good one.
I think it's a great one because Grandma has burned them in the past.
Sure.
And so it's fun to, like, throw Grandma under the bus.
Yeah.
Or under the reindeer.
Lightly, though.
Well, yeah.
That felt a little too direct.
I mean...
I'm glad you didn't burn the rolls this year. You gotta kind of tiptoe around it, like...
It's her boyfriend that probably made the fucking statement in the first place. She could take some responsibility.
Right, yeah, that's true.
Like, I will throw you under the bus. Anyway, some acknowledgments might be like, hey, so we're not going to do culture war at the table tonight, okay? But that's too addressy, in my opinion.
I have to share a comment from our Discord.
Okay.
Fern shared, it's straight to hell, not gay to hell.
I had just taken...
I know. We almost had a spit take.
I I had just taken a drink and I was trying to like not spit it out. Oh shit, that was really good.
Yeah.
Okay. And then there's always like, we can talk later, but dinner isn't the time.
Right.
And I'm like, we could talk never. I swear to God, I'm such an asshole. I'm like, no, absolutely not. I don't have time for that bullshit. I'm not having it.
Yeah.
And since I just turned 50, I feel like really justified because I'm the oldest of all the cousins and siblings and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah. And also like it, you know, recently in recent year came out that like I'm autistic. So like I can get away with so much now.
Sure. Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, no, we're not doing it.
Right.
And it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And then there's also Uncle Dude Bro.
Yeah.
I am begging you, Uncle Dude Bro, let the ham have a peaceful night. Which I really appreciate.
Yeah.
I think that one's fun. Then there's the biblically ones, okay? Like
Yeah.
if you want to be Bible-y.
Sure.
Which I think is fun to like throw their Bible under the bus.
Yeah.
With grandma, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Grandma in the Bible got run over by a reindeer, right?
Wait, this is a biblical response?
Walking home from our house Christmas Eve. No, like the way you would throw grandma under the bus.
Oh.
And then I was like,
But the rain, yeah.
now you're going to throw the reindeer under
That
the
was
bus.
stretch.
Wait. No, I don't think it was. I think it was perfect.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So you could say something like, if you want to cite the Bible for marriage rules, congratulations. You just endorsed polygamy, concubines, and women as property. Are we sure that's the hill you want to tithe on? Which I love. That one's great. It's like assholey and true all at once.
Yeah.
You know? And then there's also pointing out Abraham had more than one partner. Jacob had multiple wives. David had multiple wives. Solomon had like a whole fucking roster.
Yeah.
It's not exactly traditional marriage. So
No.
did you want to talk about that?
Well, and divorce was even in there, which, you know, they would argue too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are mostly okay with that now, but they would still argue.
Catholics are not,
right.
generally speaking.
Right.
And I would be like, well, they did it in the Bible. And I thought we were doing Bible things now.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you're all like into the Bible, right? Like that's your whole fucking argument is the Bible.
So apparently someone, United Humanists shared a meme, it looks like, and I'm just reading this from our Discord again. Again, thank you, Fern. It says, I believe in traditional biblical marriage. One man and his sister. One man and his dead brother's wife. One man and one woman and her servants. One man and his rape victim. One man and many women. One man and 700 women and 300 concubines. One man and one woman and her slaves. One soldier and his virgin prisoners.
And one man and all of his 14-year-olds that he stole from everybody else. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So gross. Yeah. I love the Bible. It's so fucking clean and great and good, right? And toward that end.
Oh, I left the last part off. It says just not one man and one man. That would be immoral.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Yeah.
Sorry.
Toward that end, there's also you mean like a Levite marriage where a man is expected to marry his dead brother's widow. So if we're literally following biblical marriage, Christmas dinner just got real weird real fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, like, I was thinking about that, and then I literally told your brother, so if my husband dies, you have to marry me. Are you prepared for that? And he was like, nope. And I was like, me neither. So I guess it's a good thing neither of us is Christian.
Right.
And then I asked my husband, do you want to marry your brother's wife if your brother died?
Nope.
And he was like, no, we're not marrying each other's spouses things.
Yeah, right.
No, sibling. No. I love your brother as a brother. He's my brother. I couldn't marry him. That is so gross.
Right.
And I would haunt your ass forever if you married your sister-in-law.
Right.
Okay. Anyways, another one is, what's wild is that Jesus doesn't spend his time building marriage policy. He spends it calling out hypocrisy, cruelty, and religious leaders who load burdens onto other people.
Yeah.
Which I really like that. Like,
right.
I want that one laminated so I can pull it out and just read it straight as is. Yeah. Okay. So I also like the one where they start talking about like Adam and Eve and Genesis. But Genesis.
Right.
And then you're like, Genesis isn't a marriage manual. It's a mythic origin story. Using Adam and Eve as a punchline to police real people in 2025 is certainly a choice.
Yes.
But I don't necessarily... That one's just fun to say. I don't think it like lands well because they're like, it still applies. Like... Whether it's...
people think that a lot of Christians believe that the Bible is very relevant and that's why there's problems.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's like they can't look at it as an outdated basis for spirituality, which would be a better way, I think, to take it in this day and age. But no, it's literally... Everything, it's God's word. It's literal. It's still
real.
Not for everybody, but there are a lot of people that the Bible is literal to, and it's like, holy fucking hell.
My parents.
And you know that they can't have read it at that point because it's like, if you did, you would know that doesn't even work. Like, you can't make that work.
Right.
It's not correct.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it. Like, I don't know how they wrap their brains around it. It's so weird that they can read 2 pages back to back and like argue both of them even though they contradict each other.
Yeah.
They can't both be right, but somehow in their twisted brains they are.
Right.
I don't get it.
Right.
Then the one that like goes toward being a verbal out loud ally, which I appreciate, is something like that Adam and Eve phrase is used to mock LGBTQIA people, and I'm not comfortable with that at this table, so let's just not.
Yeah.
I mean, that way you're like calling it out. You're like, you're making fun of queer people, and I'm not here for that, so let's not.
Right.
Or, okay, I know Uncle Dude, bro, you just meant it as a joke, but somehow it's at somebody else's expense, and that's not okay.
Right.
Like, ha ha ha, it's just a joke. That's not funny. You're being mean. You're being a bully, Uncle Dude, bro. Stop.
Yeah. And just, like being Christian or atheist or whatever you are, the quote unquote reason for the season never, to me, felt like it was to mock and dismiss and ridicule other people.
Right.
Right. That's not what was supposed to be happening. It was about giving. It was about love. It was, like on the base level value of what it is pitched as a Christian religion.
Sure.
Right. It was never, but family dinners, right? So the dynamic still happens, and it just, that shit pisses me off. Like, you can't even for just like one day.
Right.
Where we're getting together for this specific holiday that you claim these are the reasons you have these ideas, but the reason we're here is different, and you can't even just like let it go for one day.
Right. You
have to dig, you have to cut, you have to hurt. Like, why is this part of that? Why is it that people take that as the part of their religion that they enjoy doing? Some people, not all people. I'm not saying that across the board, but there are a lot of people that enjoy hurting other people through their religious ideas.
Because it gives them the moral high ground to where they're not just allowed, but encouraged to be mean.
Right.
And people like to be mean.
Sure. No, and that's what it is, though. It's that they like to be mean.
Yeah.
And that's why...
You could choose not to be mean, and instead you're being mean because you like it.
Right.
You don't have to be that way, but you're intentionally choosing it.
Yeah.
And, if you want to take the Bible road, okay, well then I'm going to invoke violence and I'm going to go start throwing fucking decorations at you because your tree is really fucking pagan. And I feel like I'm saving you when I take each decoration off the tree and throw at you. I'm saving you.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are very Christian. You're so Bible-y. And I feel like this tree is leading you down a very dark path, and Satan is talking to you. So here, let me just help you. I'll take your tree down for you. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Try violence. See if that helps. What?
Nothing.
I know. We're supposed to be like.
Let's not do that. No one do that.
No, I mean, I'm not going to tell anybody not to do that.
No, I am. Don't do that.
You could do that, like,
But don't.
But you could.
But you shouldn't.
Why?
Violent? You can't.
It's taking the tree down. What?
Does anybody know a good lawyer?
Well, then there's like the response, you're allowed to have your beliefs, but you're not allowed to demean people, especially during the holiday season.
Yeah.
And that sounds so sweet, but they're like, yes, I am.
Right. Yeah,
That's exactly what I am.
That one won't work.
Yeah. And besides, if you're like at Aunt so-and-so's house and her husband is the one being the dick.
Yeah.
Immediately he will turn to, this is my house. I'll be a dick if I want to.
Right.
You know?
Right. That's where the leaving bit works better.
Yeah.
Because, fuck this shit.
But, I mean, if you're going to leave, you could take a Christmas decoration off the tree and throw it on your way out if you wanted to.
Okay. Well, again, if you get that number for the lawyer, just let me know. So
I'm just putting out there, you're allowed.
888, we're getting sued.
Here's another one that wouldn't work for me, but might work for other people. And it's encouraging.
Thank you, Natalie. Allegedly. Violence is an option.
Yeah. Allegedly. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Here's one again that it wouldn't work for me, but it might work for more mature people. Who might say something like, hey, if you're really curious about this topic, we can talk about it later, but tonight's not the night.
Yeah.
And like, I admire and respect that. It's just not for me because no, they are not asking out of like curiosity. They are not asking questions. They are being rude. They are being hurtful.
Yeah.
Is my take. Allegedly, I guess. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm not for it because it's like you could have approached me about this anytime, but you chose Christmas dinner to start being rude to queer people. I don't fucking think so.
Right.
So how about if you fuck off? Sure. Which is always an option also. You can always say, what if you fuck off? Right. And I love that. All right.
Wife does. You can ask anybody in our Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fuck off.
Okay, so the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not homophobic, but... ...
Like, I hear that and I'm like, oh, so you're homophobic. Right?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
that's the immediate...
It's the, yes. I'm not racist, but... And then proceeds to say something racist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, the but is about to turn into a monologue. You know it's about to turn into a monologue. Right. That butt is so fucking big. That's a big butt.
They've got a big...
They got a big old butt.
They cannot lie.
No, they can't lie.
Yeah.
And so, like, there's so many different responses. One is to put your hand up and be like, nope, let's stop right there. Nope. We're not doing the butt speeches about people tonight.
Right.
Nope. Pass the rolls.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Or I'm going to call a timeout before this gets weird. But to me, it's already too late. It already got
butt
weird.
Out.
Yeah. Butt out.
Butt out.
Butt out. That's part of a song by the Eagles. Butt out. Butt out.
Sorry, that was good. That was good.
Right?
I was impressed. Yeah.
Do you know that song?
Yeah, but it wasn't. They don't say that's the sound, and you turn it into words. So like I appreciated that.
I'm pretty sure they do say that.
Do they really?
Yeah. Butt out.
I thought that was just a sound and song.
I'm pretty sure they say butt out.
You could be right. You are definitely a bigger Eagles fan than I am. So
only that one album, The Long Run, because that's the one my dad played. He played that tape in the car over and over and over and over and over. Right. So
I've got another Fern contribution here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not homophobic, but you should shut that fat mouth before you put your foot into it, and I have to help you pull it out with my fist. Allegedly.
Then there's like the teacher response that if the sentence needs that disclaimer, it's probably not something that belongs at the table.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go wash your hands.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, so who's winning at Christmas presents so far?
Didn't we already use that one?
Probably. Okay. Or what's your favorite movie? Like some of these are like...
You can reuse them, yeah.
Yeah, they apply. They always apply. Right. You know, it's the redirect.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah.
the same redirect can work multiple times when they try to be shitty at you.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got some biblical responses again. When you lead with "I'm not homophobic, but," it usually means you're about to judge. And Jesus was pretty direct about judgment and hypocrisy, which is this: start with your own fucking plank before you go after someone else's speck. So we haven't got there yet. So you're looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm like, I only know OT.
Well,
and that he got hung. He was on a cross.
Yeah.
There's that stuff.
In Matthew chapter 7, verses 1-5, he says something about the mote in your eye. Like, basically, take care of your own shit before you go looking at other people's shit.
Sure.
Stay in your own fucking lane.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about when you start trying in on judging other people when your own shit ain't straight.
Right.
Or gay.
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there's not really anywhere where Jesus directly discusses anything about LGBTQIA.
I don't believe he does.
Like,
I don't believe
there are a couple references that you could construe, but I don't think it's directly from Jesus either. And again, we haven't read the New Testament yet.
We haven't read the New Testament yet.
I believe that is correct.
Yeah, I believe that also. There are more New Testament things that you can respond with. Things like Christian ethics aren't love your neighbor, but they're just love your neighbor as yourself, period. Which I really appreciate.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's if what you're about to say doesn't sound like love, patience, kindness, or humility, it might not be the Holy Spirit talking. It might just be vibes, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Then this kind of harkens back to what we've talked about before. Scripture isn't a license to be cruel. The call is to fucking love your neighbor, not win arguments.
Right.
Which I love.
Yeah.
That one speaks to me.
Right.
I might print that one out and laminate it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need some business cards to pass out that just says, be nice. You know?
Yeah.
Jesus wants you to be nice and you're hurting his feelings right now. Jesus saved his harshest words for religious people who used rules to burden others. And that one is true.
Yeah.
He was the meanest to religious people.
Okay. All right. That's why he flipped the tables and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also, he yelled at his own people. He yelled at his mom.
Damn.
Yeah. At a party, he was like, bitch.
Bitch and Mary out, huh?
Yeah. Like, he was like, bitch, get some wine or something.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, again, I haven't read all of it, but I did read part of this one, a long time ago. And I just remember, God, he was so mean. Because he was yelling at his mom.
Wait, this doesn't bode well for why people should be nice though at Christmas dinner. If he was mean, then.
But he had a reason for it. I don't remember what the reason was. But
so do they. They got a reason for it.
Okay, but they're not using Jesus's reason. They're just making up their own reasons.
Okay.
I'm like, Jesus was mean. You know who he was mean to? Other religious people.
But their pastor told them Jesus said it was okay to.
I don't care what their pastor said. I'm quoting the Bible.
I know. I'm just telling you.
Maybe your pastor needs to read the fucking Bible some more. Maybe he missed that page.
They definitely do. Yeah, they definitely do.
I don't think he got that.
They can listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
They probably should listen to our podcast.
They probably should. Yeah. Also, I like this. If you have to announce you're not homophobic before you speak, that's your conscience waving a big fucking red flag.
Right.
I'm not racist, but I'm not homophobic, but, and I'm like, so you are then.
Yeah.
You definitely are.
Right.
We also want to be allies when and where it's safe to be. So again, you can address it from that direction. You can say things like, even if you're trying to be honest, it can sound a lot to others like you're saying, I tolerate you as long as you stay quiet. And that's mean. That's hurtful.
Yeah.
Well,
I think one of the things to me is do you get offended when a man and a woman hold hands or kiss?
Right.
And if the answer is no,
then shut up.
Then shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's not about the display.
Right.
It's about your comfort level. It's not about the action that's happening. It's about your comfort level with it. And you are the one that has the problem with it. Mm-hmm. So this isn't about you. This is about us. This is about family. This is about everybody.
Yeah.
And fuck off with your fucking judgment when we didn't ask for it.
you're making people feel left out, and that's mean.
Right.
You're being hurtful.
Yep.
You can also say things like, I get that you might not mean harm, but that but usually lands as rejection. It's fucking loaded. Your ass is loaded. Your butt is loaded. You know?
Right.
It's a
Your
loaded
butt is
gun.
loaded.
I love it. Your butt is loaded. That's a loaded butt. You're about to spray some shit everywhere, aren't you? And then there's like getting real addressy with it.
Yeah.
For a lot of LGBTQIA folks, they've heard that exact setup right before being shamed, excluded, or kicked out. So this but it hits hard. So let's not.
Well, and the other thing is, a lot of the older generation thinks that they're talking to people that are like-minded when they're not.
Exactly. They have no clue. Like, it's a shock to them that people don't agree with them.
Right.
And that's why they will walk into any business and be like, oh, did you hear about, I can't believe all the gays or blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, you are really fucking clueless, aren't you?
Right.
And they are. They're literally clueless. They have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times, because of the way you kind of come across in appearance as just this country ass white guy. So, no, seriously, like we've talked
change
about
my
this.
name on the podcast to country ass white guy.
Country ass white guy.
Yeah.
But how many times has a MAGA guy in a hat just assumed that you're on his team?
Oh, 100% of the time.
Like, he just assumes that you're racist. He assumes that you are MAGA with him. You obviously support Trump. You're clearly a Republican because you're a white guy in Ohio.
Right.
And you look like a corn-fed motherfucker. I mean, you are a corn-fed motherfucker. So it just doesn't even occur to them that, like, not only am I not a Republican, I'm actually like a hardcore liberal progressive Democrat who like thinks you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
your parents didn't believe I was a liberal.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. They really didn't.
Yeah.
They thought that I was
corrupting me.
Like, they had no clue. And I was like, you know, my husband is more liberal than I am even, which at the time was true.
Yeah.
And they were like, no, get out. And I was like, yeah, that's like one of the reasons that like we were attracted to each other, because we talked a lot of politics and yeah. And they were just like so shocked to find out. It didn't even occur to them.
No.
Because
I can talk sports and I can.
Yeah. You look like a guy's guy, and
I can do a brake job. I can change a tire.
Yeah. And
I can lift really heavy shit.
And you can, do wires and electronics and stuff.
Yeah.
I
do woodworking.
Yeah.
I do the guy things.
And so they think that you're a guy's guy, but what's true is that you're just a people's people.
Yeah.
You're a people's person.
Right.
But they only take the one part of it. And you're like, yeah, but also I can hold my wife's purse and I can buy tampons for the people that I love in my life. And, I can talk about feelings, and I can have feelings and watch musicals and cry at sad scenes. And, I'm a dude's dude, but I've
become a lot less guarded with regard to, like, because the world that we grew up in was very much, you had, like, men have to fit a certain stereotype as well as women, much more so for women, but men definitely have to. I wouldn't
say much more so for women, other than like with where our bodies are concerned.
Okay.
I would say that men have a really.
I'm not trying to say men have a bad. I'm not trying to say that we have a bad. I'm just saying that I
would say that you have expectations on you that could be more detrimental. Like, there's nothing worse for a man than being thought of as being womanly.
So that's where I was kind of going with this conversation.
Right.
But at the same time, and it's not something that everybody's capable of doing, but like, the more you own who you are, the less you worry about what other people think of you.
Right.
And so that it's something I've had to train myself to do, because it's not, I grew up very guarded of my ideas and very guarded of my liberalness, you know,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to rock the boat, but I've become less so.
I will say one example of that is that when we first got together, you had zero problems buying me tampons because you knew that nobody thought they were for you. So you're like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
But you did not want to hold my purse if I had to go to the bathroom.
Right.
Like, that was something that, like, really shocked me because I knew you to not be concerned about things like that.
I don't still have that hang up, but
right.
I did.
No, you did. This was like almost 20 years ago now, though.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, it was something that we talked about a lot because I'm like, but I know you to be somebody who doesn't give a shit what other people think and to not worry that you might be seen as womanly.
Right.
Or girlish, you know? And, you know, the reason that I said that there's nothing worse for a quote unquote man than being made to feel like girly is because the most disgusting thing in the world is to be a girl. That's why, you know, men are like that. They're like, girls are gross. I would never want to be a girl. I want to fuck a girl, but I don't want a girl to be, you know, like being a girl is gross. And that's why they have problems, particularly with men being gay, because they equate that with being womanly.
Yeah.
And so as you've become more confident in who you are and what your beliefs are, and as you and I together have banged out who we want to be and how we want to represent ourselves to the world.
Yeah.
And, you know, then even like we were already this way when our child came out, and it just made it even more like we were even more glad that we are who we are for our child to feel safe.
Yeah.
Coming out to us and telling us who they are before they told anybody else who they were.
I want to interject here real quick.
Yes.
So this has gone, our conversation for 2 things has gone on, and we've got 6 to get through, has gone on for almost 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that what we should do is only do 3. Okay. And then we'll do a part 2.
Okay.
That'll come out later in the day.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
That's
Well,
fine.
I don't want this to be like an hour and a half, 2 hour long episode. So,
okay.
And if people want to choose to listen to 2 of them, then they'll have 2 to listen to.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
right.
You're the admin person. I'm just here.
I know. I was gauging the time, and you know, we like to plan this while we're in the middle of our podcast.
Well,
so,
yeah.
You know, that's the way you do it. For all the professional podcasters out there, you plan while you're doing the podcast. That's the best, most professional way to do it. Well,
the way to be authentic is to have a very loose script that you don't go with at all. And that's how you come out, like, having real conversations.
Yeah.
You know, kind of having an idea what you're going to talk about, but then, you know, it's all fresh. Yeah. So anyway, you hold my purse with no problem now.
Right.
Although now I carry more of a backpack than a purse because I don't get purses, honestly.
Well, you've been carrying around, what's the pink flamingo?
Okay, yeah. My mom got me this backpack, like one of those little purse backpacks, and it's light blue and it has a bright pink flamingo on it that's wearing a tutu.
Yeah.
And she got it for my 50th birthday because I love flamingos. I love the color pink. I love girly things. It's just, I feel like I'm like living my childhood that I wish I would have had. Because now, like, I love Hello Kitty things. I love pink stuff. And I just love girly things. I just do. And, you know, the more ridiculous and fun, the better.
Right.
I love glitter. You know? So, so she got me this, and I was like, that is the funnest thing, because I got a new job where I work at a nursing home. And so I wear it around, and all of the residents, like, it makes them smile. It makes them happy. Yeah. You know, it's fun.
You're spreading joy.
I'm spreading joy without even trying, because, you know, I'm just wearing my bag.
I think that's a win. If you're spreading joy and not hate, then you're doing well.
Exactly. I'm not telling everybody to go get a, like, flamingo backpack or anything, but don't, like, hold yourself back from getting something flamboyant and fun.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I forgot why I said that. You probably wouldn't like holding that purse, but you would.
I would.
You wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't buy it for myself.
Well, no. Of course not. But you don't really like pink things or flamingo things.
No.
You don't really like backpacks either. No, I
Not
think
really.
about it.
I mean,
You're a pockets kind of guy.
the only time I would want a backpack if I was going camping on the top of a mountain or something.
Or
And then it would be like a real hiking backpack, and
or like if you're going on a trip overnight somewhere.
yeah,
You don't use a suitcase, you use a backpack.
got it. Yeah.
What do you mean got it? I'm telling you.
Yeah, I use a backpack.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But not a pink one.
Right. Or I've got a spare computer bag that I throw shit in sometimes. For like an
Yeah,
overnight
that's
bag.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. You're so lame.
Which almost looks like a purse because it's got the little.
It's true. It's a
strap and
man
stuff.
purse.
It's a man purse. Yeah.
I always make fun of you and I call it a man purse and you're like, whatever. Yeah, so the next thing that Uncle Dude Bro might say.
People are too sensitive.
I love that one.
Yeah.
No, you got to say it like mean, like.
People are too sensitive.
Yeah. If something repeatedly hurts a group of people, the decent move is to adjust to that and not double down.
Right.
Like, that's the polite response to say to that. But here's what I would say. Are they too sensitive, Uncle Dude Bro, or are you just too much of a dick?
He's too much of a dick.
Yeah. Like, I love when I get accused of being too sensitive. That's happened to me a lot. I'm not too sensitive. People are just not sensitive enough.
Right.
Like, I'm not too weak. People are just too assholey, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just suck. People suck.
Yeah.
I'm not defensive. Shut up. I just don't like people, honestly. I do love ham, though.
No, you do like people. But you like people to be who they claim to be. You want them to be genuine. You want them to be real. You want them to hold up their end of the bargain that they've laid out for you.
Yeah.
You want them to not be fake. You want them to not hate people. You want them to
just be nice.
Be accepting.
Just fucking be nice. It's just not that hard. It's not that hard. Just be nice. You know? Don't make me throw your Christmas tree at you.
Right. The bar's not even really that high.
Right.
It's just that, you know.
I mean, all the bars in my life are so low. Like, when I leave the house in the morning, I don't tell myself, be beautiful. I don't even tell myself, be pretty. When I was younger, I used to say, maybe try to be kind of cute. But now my bar is so fucking low. I'm like, just don't be ugly. Like, if I leave the house and I'm like, I'm not ugly, I feel like I've succeeded, you know? Don't be ugly.
I'm just happy if I have all of my things with me when I walk out the door.
In your pockets, yeah.
Yeah, that's a win for me.
I like that too, because every time you go in and out the back door, it goes bong. And every time I like wait to hear the bong that you've reached the garage, and if I don't hear it, I'm like, God damn it, he's doubling back. What did he forget? Bong,
right.
Bong, bong. What'd you forget?
I've come in and out like 5 times before.
I know.
And sometimes I just come back the last time because I'm like, surely after 4 times of forgetting shit, I forgot one other thing, and I need to walk around for a minute to figure out what it is that I forgot. Mm-hmm. Because at that point, I'm like, I've lost my mind this fucking morning.
Well, sometimes you will have forgotten your wallet, right? So you'll come back in to get your wallet, but in the process of getting your wallet, you'll put down your keys.
Yeah.
So then you get out all the way to the car and you're like, well, I got my fucking wallet, but I forgot my goddamn keys. My goddamn wallet.
I've even locked myself out before.
Have you really?
Just once, I think.
How'd you get back in?
I had to call. It was either you or Kid. I can't remember.
Oh, that's funny.
I had to call.
I think it was probably
house.
Kid, because I don't have any recollection of that.
Yeah, no, it was one of the times where I had to walk in and out multiple times, and I did set my keys down, and then I walked back out and locked the door.
I can totally see you doing that. You're an idiot, and I love you. All right. I like the ones that acknowledge that somebody at the table might be part of the queer community. And
that's what I was saying earlier. Older folks don't understand that the LGBTQIA community looks just like them. They're get this, guys. They're human beings.
I know, right?
They're people.
Right?
They're even people you love.
I know.
It's weird.
It's weird how you can look at people and you can't tell if they're
sorry to be the one to tell you this,
straight or gay.
It's true.
Yeah.
You love gay people.
You love gay people.
And
you might even love trans people and not know it, because trans doesn't necessarily mean that you've gender swapped. It might mean that you are non-binary.
Yeah.
It might mean that you're gender queer and you haven't decided.
And when you bring these things up at Christmas dinner, you're hurting people that you love directly.
That you don't even know. And you know why you don't know? Because you're not safe and they don't feel like they can talk to you about these things.
And someone should have told you this, but they probably are too scared to do it. So hopefully they just clip this bit and send it to you so that I can tell you, you're an asshole.
You are. You are an asshole. And we don't care for that.
No.
We don't like it a bit.
Stop being a fucking asshole.
I will throw a Christmas tree at you.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I think the nice things to say are things like, I want this table to feel safe for everyone, especially anyone who's been on the receiving end of your butt. You don't know who's listening. You don't know what people have been through. Everybody's story is different.
Yeah.
And if we care about each other the way we claim to, we have to care about them as they are.
Right.
Not as we wish they would be just for us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here on this earth to make you comfortable, you know?
Right.
I'm here on this earth to be the best me I can be.
Right.
And I can
And
decide.
if we could all just focus on that, the world would be a better place.
On me.
You know? Right,
Yes.
yeah. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about what other people are doing.
No, me. Everybody focus on me. That's what I want.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If your point is to have a relationship that's decent and open with the people in your life, you have to pick words that keep those doors open. You have to choose wisely. You have to operate with kindness.
Right.
Or ask questions that are not argumentative or immediately alienating.
Right.
It's okay not to know. It's okay not to get it right every time. I always say intention matters. I misgender my own kid sometimes, and that's hard. Like, I always feel like such an asshole, but kid knows that my intentions are real, that I care, that I want to get it right. And, sometimes even asking questions, I have to ask, are you in the mood for this right now? Like, are you up for the emotional labor of explaining this to me? Would you prefer that I look this up, or can I ask you a question about XYZ? And I don't know, I just wish people could be more empathetic and kind.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. So,
all right, let's go with some things that Uncle Steve might say.
okay. I'm just worried about the kids.
Are you? Are you, though? What that translates is to, I don't understand it, so I'm outsourcing my discomfort to imaginary children.
Yeah.
I'm pretending that I'm worried about the kids.
The first thing that crosses my mind when I hear somebody say that actually is that they have gone down the QAnon rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Because there's a large kid thing that's involved with the whole QAnon thing. Mm-hmm. And so that's the first thing that pops in my head. Yeah. I'm like, you're
a cute
you're
little boy.
Hook, line, and sinker. You've gone down that whole fucking
I bet you think there was a basement in that pizza joint, don't you?
Yeah.
Here's another one. Let's see.
I love them, but I don't agree.
So what you are doing there is you would like credit for being nice while saying something not nice. And you want to feel moral while refusing basic respect. That's the translation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of that, Uncle Steve. Uncle Dude Bro.
Right.
Uncle Fuckface.
Yeah.
But you really do just need a Christmas tree up your ass.
Allegedly.
All right. Moving on to the next one now.
Okay. All right.
This is what Uncle Steve might say.
Wait. Oh. Yeah. Me.
You're Uncle Steve.
Okay. They're shoving it down our throats. Why do they have to make their whole? Why do they have to make it their whole personality?
Are you okay there, Uncle Steve?
Yeah, I had to get in Steve mode.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on Steve mode.
Yeah, they're shoving it down our throats, man.
Right.
I'd like to shove something down your throat.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, so let's not do cable news grievances at the table, Uncle Steve. Keep your fox to yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Keep your Trump up your own butt. I don't need him up mine. You know? Kind of thing. Yeah. Or, not tonight, sir. Not tonight. Keep that thing put away. Put that back in your pocket.
Yeah.
Or, you know, there's also, we're not going to agree, so let's not even start.
Right.
Which, that's just, you know, shutting it down.
Sure.
Which I appreciate. There's also, again, going with some biblical responses. Christians talk about faith constantly and call it witnessing. Other people existing out loud isn't an attack, it's just visibility.
Right.
So, like...
No, you're allowed to exist.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know if you know this, but gay people exist.
And they're allowed to.
And they're allowed to. And
by
it's
law
okay.
Even. By law even. Yeah.
And trans people do too. And they always have throughout history.
Right, yeah.
And that's why we have things like Trans Visibility Day, because they have been erased. You know, they have been ignored. And they have been like, let's pretend that they're not. And that's not okay, guys.
No.
That's not okay. So we're not going to do that.
No.
Yeah. Anyways, like if someone wears a cross and invites you to church and posts Bible verses and says, Jesus saved me, that's their identity showing. You're showing your identity. You're a Christian, right? Yeah. So you're allowed, right? We don't call that shoving it down our throats. I mean, some of us do. I do.
Right.
But I don't say that to your face because I'm not an asshole always. Sometimes I am.
Right. It depends on how aggressive it is, too.
I mean, if you're just dressed up as a Christian, I'm not going to go up to you and be like, why are you shoving that down my throat? You know what? If you tell me, God bless you, when I sneeze, even, I'm not going to say.
No. But if you tell me I'm going to burn in the, fire pits of hell for not going to church, then you can fuck right off with that.
Well, I'll be like, I'll see you there because I see what you're wearing, bitch. And I know that your clothes ain't the right threads or whatever.
Right? Let's check that tag.
And it looks to me like, here's the thing. Baptist women have lots of hair, like big hair, and lots of makeup, usually Mary Kay. And I'm like, you are way too worried about your appearance to be worried about me. So if I'm going to hell, I will certainly see you there. Because you're not supposed to be acting like that. You're not supposed to be looking like that. You're not supposed to be concerned with your looks.
No, a lot of them believe in the prosperity gospel, so they might actually be able to get away with that. Who knows?
Well,
every religion is different. All 5 billion of them out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I've read the Bible.
Theirs is special though. Theirs is the right one.
I've read the Bible, and you're not wearing the correct threads, so fuck off with that. You know, and I know them bitches done had eggs and bacon for breakfast every Sunday.
Well, yeah, but that's okay. Jesus died so you could have eggs and bacon.
Whatever. I don't want to hear it. So then what you're telling me is that the Old Testament doesn't count? Then fuck off.
Well, yeah, the Old Testament doesn't count for some things. Whatever they decide they don't want to use.
Well,
but if they want to use something, they can still use it. That's how Christianity works. You get to cherry pick what you want to say and what you don't.
But I'm going to cut it down right now. Mm-hmm. Does it count or doesn't it? And if it doesn't count, then fuck off.
It doesn't.
That's not the correct answer.
But it doesn't.
Well, then I'm going to throw Christmas tree decorations at you.
Allegedly.
No, I'm really going to throw Christmas tree decorations at you.
Still allegedly.
Wow. And then I like to respond, so it's weird to act like LGBTQIA people being visible is forcing it down your throat when Christians are literally encouraged to evangelize. Right. I don't see gay or trans people walking around knocking on doors being like, would you like to trans with us?
No, but they would bring up the book reading things and the
gay pride parade and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm just like, you don't have to go to those.
I had a friend of mine believe that there was an elementary school, and I think he said like North Carolina or South Carolina somewhere, said that they had a litter box in the bathroom to support the furries. And I'm like, and it turned out to not be true.
No, I've heard that somebody started that as a rumor, but nobody could ever like tell us, right, but what school is that?
Right, because it was never a thing.
Right.
That
Everybody was always like, my cousin said they know somebody. And I'm like, but they don't though.
Right.
Give me your cousin's number right now. I want to know who the fuck they know. They don't.
But this is the level of facts that you get from them about this shit.
Anecdotal bullshit.
And it's such crap. Like, I'm like, where the fuck did you come up with that information? And please cite it, because I'm so sick of hearing bullshit from all y'all about these fucking random ass things that are apparently happening that are terrible. I want to know exactly what it was. Tell me. I'm open to facts. Talk to me all day about facts. I will respond gladly to facts. Well, but when it's fucking bullshit, fuck off with that crap.
I mean, Trump just gave like his speech, what was it, like last week, about how it was trans for everybody. Did you know everybody could be trans? They just wake up one day and, you know, the next day they're like, oh, I don't want to be this anymore. And so everybody just goes and they get a sex change operation overnight. That's how it works. Did you know? Trans for everybody.
Trump is disgusting. Trump is taking... he's taking popular for his base, popular talking points, and he's beating the rest of the country over the head with them.
Yeah.
And
they're eating the cats and the dogs.
He's doing it because his base loves it, and they're unfortunately they're louder than us. They're loud. They've got money because there's people getting what they want from him, and there's a lot of things going wrong, but he's a sideshow. He's a fucking sideshow that way too many people take seriously. And unfortunately, he spews hate all the time, and it makes this whole situation worse.
I really like when he said that your kids come home a different sex. And I'm like, what the fuck school is that? Most of us can't even get normal, decent health care, but they got sex change surgeons at schools?
And that's just
what the fuck?
He's legitimizing conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And that's so...
He's the biggest cue hole of them all.
Crazy. It's so fucking crazy that our president does that kind of shit.
It's not just crazy that he does that. That's crazy. But what's crazier to me is how many people believe him. I'm like... Just stop and think for 2 seconds. You really think that there are surgeons at school and that kids just come home? Like little Timmy woke up as a boy but came home as a Joan? You really think that that's what happened?
Well, not only that, but they talked him into it at school too.
Right?
Didn't you know? That's what happens at school.
Like, what school is that?
Right.
I need to visit that school. And is it the same one that has the litter boxes for the furries?
Right.
Or is that a different weird school?
Yeah.
Like, how many weird schools do we have where all this stuff is happening? Like, that is wacko to me. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
All right. If visibility feels like oppression, it might just mean you're not used to sharing the spotlight, and that's sad for you.
Yeah. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, go ahead with the next one.
Okay. Yeah, but that's different.
Well, here's the thing. It's different only because you're used to being the one centered and the other being treated as controversial. So fuck off, Uncle Dude Bro.
Yeah,
Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve.
Yeah. If you believe that public faith is normal, then you already understand identity being public. You just don't like this identity being public.
Right.
So again, one more time, fuck off.
Yeah. Right.
You know? Yeah. All right. Then there's, again, trying to be socially empathetic. You can say visibility isn't the same as forcing.
Yeah. For
a lot of folks, being open is about safety and belonging, and it's not fucking about you. It's not a performance. It's about being true to who they are. So, And another thing is, like, when you say shoving it down our throats, what you usually mean is I'm noticing it more.
Right.
And that's not coercion. Yeah. That's just, I saw 2 instead of none, or 2 instead of 1. And that's probably all you saw is 2.
Right.
to something you don't even know. Anyways, people suck. Toward that end, most people in the queer community are not trying to be a spectacle. Like, they're not trying to, be like extra and have all the attention on them. Like, they don't feel safe because we have not created a safe environment for them. So, when you talk about them shoving it down your throat, like, existence is not being down your throat. Like, look the fuck away.
Right.
This isn't for you. Not everything is for you. Not everything is about you.
Yeah. But they want it to be.
They want it to be so bad. But like you pointed out, straight couples hold hands. They talk about their spouses. They put up wedding photos. They talk about my husband, my wife, my spouse, my partner.
We're all just supposed to accept that.
Yeah. They bring dates to events. Yeah. Like, you can have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, what the fuck ever. And nobody calls that making it your whole appearance or shoving it down our throat.
Right.
Like, you can just be who you are. Why can't they be who they are?
Yeah.
Like, what if you fuck off?
Right.
When somebody acts like you, suddenly it's just like too much. And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Like, why? Why is it too much?
Right.
You don't have to like it. Nobody asked you to like it. They just asked you to be nice or fuck off.
Yeah.
Just be nice. You could not like it all you want. How about that?
Yeah. In your own time, on your own head, and over there.
It's kind of like, I've always said you can't talk a person out of being racist, really. So I would never try to be like, don't be racist. I would just be like, can you keep it to yourself though?
Yeah.
Like, just keep your thoughts on the inside. That's an inside thought.
Right.
Right. And you put it on the outside where it doesn't belong. Right. Other people don't need to know your thoughts.
Or at least know your audience, Like,
yes.
If you want to be racist, go to a, Klan rally or something.
Right.
You're good there. You can talk about it there.
Yeah, definitely. I think know your audience is something that more people need to be aware of. Because, like, I have a relative who is fairly thin, decent looking person who's always talking about needing to lose weight. Y'all, I am overweight. I'm not like in the best shape of my life. Okay. I'm kind of not thin. Okay. And I'm always just like, why are you talking to me, of all people, about you needing to lose like 10 pounds?
Right.
I don't think I'm the right audience for this.
Yeah.
Because how can I have empathy for you? Or like, you own a 5-bedroom house with 2.5 baths, and you're talking about being broke and how you're going to afford going to Disney.
Yeah.
I'm not the right audience for that.
Right.
I don't have that disposable cash. And so when you talk about being broke, you're needing to lose 10 pounds. It sounds like you're so fucking out of touch. You have no idea. Like, I'm not trying to say you should be aware of my struggles. I'm saying that I'm not your audience. I can't have the correct empathy that you're asking me to have for you.
Sure.
So maybe fuck off.
Right.
I don't care that you need to lose 10 pounds. I have so many more pounds I could lose. I don't care that you can't afford to go to Disney, or you're worried about, your fucking McMansion. Like, I can't relate to that. I'm not your audience.
Right.
Know your audience. Don't be anti-gay around people that might be gay.
Right.
Like, or the people that might be sympathetic toward people who are gay. Like, stop. Why? Just why can't you be smarter? Why can't you have a little bit more sensitivity, empathy, or even lacking that? Why can't you just be aware of your audience?
Yeah.
Preach to your own fucking choir. I'm not it. I am not your choir. And you are a butt. Okay. Go with the next one.
I don't care. Just don't bring it up.
I love that. I love that. Like, go ahead and be you, but just not around me, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's basically asking people to be invisible just to make you feel comfortable. And like, again, fuck off.
Yeah.
You know, why? Right. What if you don't come to Christmas dinner, maybe?
Right.
Or for someone who spent their whole life being told to hide, don't bring it up, doesn't feel fucking neutral. It feels like, be quiet. Be quiet about who you are. Keep your shit to yourself.
Yeah.
I'm like, you keep your shit to yourself, asshole.
Right.
That's not the correct response if you're trying to avoid a fight. But that's my feelings on the matter.
Sure.
And again, you don't have to be who I am. I'm a lot more vocal and I'm a lot more opinionated. And
no, there's lots of choices. You can just walk away. You know, like there's lots of ways to react to these things when they come up, and it doesn't have to be confrontational. It doesn't have to be anything. It can just be you not engaging, and it can be you. You know,
there's
maybe you got earbuds you can put in. You know, something, just anything, whatever it takes for you to feel that you have done what you need to do
to feel safe and happy.
Right.
I just don't mind picking a fight because that's who I am and that's the stage of life I'm in.
Sure.
So, but I recognize that's not for everybody. That's not even for my husband. My husband always wishes I would shut the fuck up. Like, seriously.
But I got your back if it, you know.
No, you do, because what I say is correct. You just so wish sometimes that I just wouldn't say it, or that I wouldn't say it the way I said it.
Right, yeah.
But once it's out there, there's no taking it back. And also,
I have your back.
Yes, you always have my back, which I love. You have stood up for me to various people that we care about multiple times, and I adore you for it. And I would like to say that I'm sorry. I'm not, but I'm not sorry for the things that I have said, but I am sorry that it puts you in that position.
Yeah.
So maybe one of these days I'll get a shot, and, you know, how am I supposed to, like, sleep with that at night? Well, I'll be dead. So, you know. Well, wait, that took a dark turn.
Yes, it did.
Anyways, let's go on with the next one.
I'm fine with them, just not in my face.
That's very similar to why don't they just be quiet about it?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. Not in my face usually means not where I can see it. And basically you're asking them to not show up.
Right.
And fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, what, they don't get Christmas dinner just because you're a fucking old-fashioned ass prick? Yeah, boomer.
Right.
And I know it's a boomer. It's always a fucking boomer that says this shit. Like, this is why okay boomer is such a phrase. Like, God, when will we not have to deal with boomer ass bullshit anymore?
Yeah.
Ugh. Also, again, Mr. Boomer, Uncle so-and-so, you don't know who is at this table hearing you basically tell them they're not safe. So thanks for that.
Right.
You know, you're a real piece of work.
Yeah.
All right. So let's do a couple of translator things. Okay. Go to the next one.
Okay. They're shoving it down our throats.
Okay. I'm going to translate that. What you're really saying is, I am experiencing the discomfort of not being the default.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wish the best for you, Uncle Stupid.
Right.
I hope you feel better in the morning. Would you like a Tylenol for that rash in your thighs?
Yeah, we already covered that one, actually, though, the first sentence that we did.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
I'm just making sure you knew that.
It doesn't hurt to, like, make them feel, you know. I always have more to say about it.
Got it. Okay.
Next one.
Why is it their whole personality?
I only notice identity when it's not mine. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay, Uncle so-and-so? Do you need a pee break? Do you need me to change your diaper? That's what I would like to say. You're a baby. Did you need a pacifier? How about, can I bring you another beer? Would that make you happy?
Well, and it's them projecting. It's not their whole personality. It's
right.
They're another human being, and you're choosing to hate them for being the human being that they are.
Yeah.
You are your own human being, and believe me, there are a fair number of people that hate you for being who you are. So I'm just saying,
you're just
can work both ways.
You're too fucking oblivious to be aware of that, is all.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't agree with hate. I think we should all be nice to each other, but I also think we should keep our fucking ideas that are hateful to ourselves. Generally speaking,
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like, I would never open conversations with, so how about how boomers are racist fucks? Right? Like, that's the difference. I would never come to the table and be like, oh my God, so people are so racist. Like, that is not a conversation opener. But you will come to the table, Uncle Steve or what the fuck ever, and you will be like, hey, let's be racist.
Right.
And like, no, I don't want to do that. So I'm not going to start it, but I sure as fuck will finish it.
Yeah.
And I'll be the asshole. I don't mind. People have always thought I was the asshole. So now I just lean into it.
Sure.
You know, like, you were always going to think I was a weirdo. You were always going to think I was obnoxious. So you know what? Let me go down as obnoxious, but on the right side of history and morally correct and protecting people who need my protection.
Yeah.
Or who need protection, not necessarily mine. But,
Right.
you know, yeah. So as long as you're going to think bad of me anyway, let it be for a good cause.
Yeah.
So fuck off.
Okay.
I think is the moral of the story.
Yeah, fuck off is the moral. Yeah, definitely. Fuck off.
Is that what we end on?
I think so. Fuck off is a good place to end it.
Okay.
For today.
For today. Yeah.
Well, for this hour.
Sure.
For this slot. For this one.
For this
thing.
one.
We've got I said 3 earlier, but we had like subcategories under each question.
Yeah.
Or under each statement.
That was three.
But that was the number 3. So like, we're doing half now. We're doing the other half later today. Like, this will be out. The episode will be out later today. Because we overshot what we thought we would be doing.
Well, you printed 12
I did.
for me.
Yeah, I printed 12.
And then I cut it down to 6. And then as we like approached number 2, you were like, let's just do 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. It is Christmas Eve as you're listening to this, I'm sure. Unless, of course, you're on our Discord live with us right now.
In which case it's Christmas Steve Eve.
Right. But there's only 2 minutes till Christmas Eve.
True.
So, but thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time.
We will.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.